still have.
Yes, Master. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm getting to this a little late again, but my brain's been sort of frozen. Today I'm doing another top 10 countdown, and I'm talking about the top 10 best Star Wars sound effects. Now, of course, everyone knows Star Wars has got some iconic sound effects in the movies, and I'm going to be counting down what I think are the top 10 most unique and or most iconic sounds in Star Wars. So, starting with number 10, it's the seismic charge in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. That's a very, very unique moment in sound for Star Wars because it's one of only 2 times where a sound is delayed by several seconds. The charge goes off and there's no sound, but then afterward there's a sharp as the shockwave breaks apart all the asteroids. So it's a great sound, it's very unique, and I don't know what they used to make that. Number 9 is the sound of the Millennium Falcon. This makes the list because, of course, you know, it's the Millennium Falcon. It is sort of a unique sound, but at the same time, it sounds like it could be, you know, a plausible engine for some sort of a space-going craft. I'm not sure what combination of engines Ben Burtt used to make this, but it sounds great and it's pretty recognizable. Number 8 are the blasters in Star Wars. If I remember the story correctly, Ben Burtt said he was hiking in the Southern California desert and his backpack caught on one of the wires for a radio tower, and it made such a unique sound, he thought, hey, that'd make a great blaster sound. So he would knock pieces of metal, like a wrench or something like that, against the wire, and it would make the sound that we know is the blasters from Star Wars. Number 7 is the Crate Dragon. This has gone through several different iterations in the movies. My favorite one is still the original. It sounds like this weird howl, and apparently the story goes that it was Ben who made that sound effect. I'm still not sure how they made the Crate Dragon call or what animals they used, but it's very unique, and it definitely deserves a spot on this list. Number 6 is Jawa. Well, this is not a single sound. The language of the Jawas is incredibly random. It's a lot of jabbering. I think some of it is actually people talking backwards, but it's such an interesting sound, and I can't help it. Every time one of the Jawas says, ooh, teeny, it makes me laugh. I don't know why. Number 5 are the TIE Fighters. The TIE Fighters are such a unique engine sound that I thought they definitely should be on this list. It's sort of a howl and a whine, kind of chilling. The story goes that the Empire made them sound that way on purpose to strike fear into their enemies. Well, I think it did the trick. The sound when I was little gave me the creeps. Number 4 is Chewbacca. The sounds Chewbacca makes, they're great. They really don't sound like any other animal, even though Ben Burtt says he used recordings of bears or sometimes lions, walruses, anything that would make a growl or a howl he recorded. Most of the sounds were bear. And when you string them together, it really sounds like he's talking some sort of alien language. It works so well, and if you make the sound effect, people know what you're talking about. It's very iconic. Number 3 are R2-D2's whistles. Now, R2-D2 does not make a single sound, but his beeping and warbling and whistling and hooting is quite unique. It's made up of a combination of baby sounds and electronic synthesizers. It fits his personality perfectly. It makes R2-D2 so lovable, and it's one of the reasons I fell in love with him. And of course, you play an R2-D2 sound effect, and like, oh yeah, that's the robot from Star Wars. Even if people don't know who R2-D2 is, they know his sound. So that's why that makes the list. Coming into the top 2, this was a really hard decision. In all honesty, I think these last 2 sound effects are evenly matched because they're so iconic. But for number 2, it's the lightsabers. This sound is one of the most iconic in the entire Star Wars universe. I mean, the combination of a buzz and a hum made sort of a musical quality, the whoa, whoa, whoa. And now whenever anybody picks up a toy lightsaber, they end up making those sound effects. Even the actors in the prequels, Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, and Hayden Christensen all ended up making the whoa, whoa sound effects when they're using the lightsabers for the first time. I mean, it's so recognizable. You play that sound and everybody knows what it is. And finally, the number 1 sound in Star Wars is Darth Vader's breathing. This is number 1 on the list of this is number 1 on the list of sound effects because it's probably the most iconic, along with the lightsabers. I mean, you play that sound effect, people know who it is. People have imitated it. It's made its way into pop culture. So many movies have referenced Darth Vader and his either I am your father or his breathing. It's just so recognizable that anyone knows what that sound is. And I've made the reference a few times. When I'm out running, if my lungs start acting up, I tell people if I run more than a block, I sound like Darth Vader. And they know who I'm talking about, even if they're not Star Wars fans. So that's why it is number 1 on this list of best Star Wars sound effects. Well guys, that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everybody enjoyed this top 10 list. If you like this video and want to see more G-rated Star Wars content, go ahead and click that little subscription button below. I'm gaining more all the time. I cannot believe I'm already over 1,070. At the rate I'm going, I'm going to hit 1,100 pretty quick. I'm hoping to hit it before spring, so I'll be on track to hit 1,500 by the end of the year. Question of the day, what is your favorite, all-time favorite Star Wars sound effect? Go ahead and post a comment below. And until next time, this is the Clumsy Jedi signing off. Bye guys!